how can we be more relevant today, but how can we also make sure that folks who are growing up financially have a great place to bank?
Hey, this is Shay.
And this is Carrie,
Welcome to the Pocket Change Podcast.
where you'll learn better ways to spend, save, and invest and take control of your financial journey.
So 2025 was a great year for leaders, but 1990 was also a great year.
It was. I was riding my bike and playing the Oregon Trail. What were you
I
doing?
mean, I played that great game. I was not born yet.
Okay,
but
well, I'm sorry you weren't there.
Our CEO, Todd Swims, started at Leaders.
That's
and so he's
correct.
been with us 35 years. We're going to talk about his journey, but also a lot of the big things we accomplished in 2025.
Yes, it's been a busy year,
Mhm.
and we're looking forward to next year.
Yep.
We're excited to welcome our guest, Todd Swims, President and CEO here at Leaders. Welcome to Pocket Change, Todd.
Well, glad to be back.
Mhm.
I've missed you guys. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
A familiar seat there,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Okay, so first I want to dive into the fact that this is your 35th year here at Leaders, correct?
Okay. Why'd you have to mention that?
So you
Yeah,
started
I'm
when you
getting
were
older.
5.
Absolutely. It's
Uh-huh.
35 years.
hmm So what has that been like, and what keeps you coming back?
Listen, I still wake up every single morning so energized about coming to work. I think that what I have loved and enjoyed about 35 years here at Leaders is it's really been one of those opportunities in life to really do what you love, and serve other people, and help people along the way. And the advantage of being here 35 years, quite honestly, is really seeing people over their financial journey, right?
Mhm.
Over a lifetime. And so that's been pretty exciting and pretty fun to do,
Mhm.
and just loved every minute of it.
That's great. Well, we're thankful that you are our leader, and I think that your mission heart trickles down to all of us who work here. So it's
Thank you.
great. Mhm.
Well, I tell you what, it's our team's heart that really does that
Mhm.
job, and they do it well every single day, that's for sure.
So I worked at credit unions starting in high school, and you've been working for credit unions for 3 decades. So, for
Thanks,
those who
Shay. Yeah, that makes me really feel old. Okay.
for those who still don't know what credit unions are, what's the
Mhm.
difference? What do you say to those who are hesitant to leave the four-letter B word and come over to a credit union?
Well, we've got a lot of great banker friends in every community that we serve in. I think that one of the biggest advantages is that we're member owned,
Mhm.
and quite honestly, I think it allows us to really know and reflect on what our members' needs are in a more personalized manner.
Mhm.
Um, I think that's part of it. I think that our full mission is about service
Mhm.
and not really profit,
Mhm.
and so
Mhm.
that matters.
Yeah.
I think people sometimes walk into our facilities and they feel like an owner because they are an owner,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
so hopefully that experience is one that they value, and
Mhm.
that makes a difference when they're choosing a
Mhm.
Right.
financial institution for life.
I think that's why we do thank them for choosing leaders, because they chose
Mhm.
us and we're choosing them. And so I think that's important to remember too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we know that you've worked with many members and you have lots of stories. Are there any that stick out to you that were extra special?
Goodness, there's several. There's
Mhm.
several. Um, I would like to tell you stories with names and give you a real blow by blow of what happened in their financial journey. But to be honest with you, I've just really loved the opportunity to see people who have bought their first car, who bought their
Mhm.
first home, and
Mhm.
starting a family, and being able to see really their financial lives really evolve around taking care of their family and being an active part of this community. I do remember one young fellow who,
Mhm.
this was back in the day when we had like one branch,
Mhm.
and I still roamed the lobby occasionally, and
Mhm.
helped people and waited on them individually. But this one young man came in, and uh, he was trying to actually buy his second vehicle,
Mhm.
and fairly young, like 22 years old or so,
Mhm.
and had a little issue with paying a bill on his credit report. And we had a long discussion about how important it was, really
Mhm.
to keep that score high so he didn't overpay really for
Mhm.
borrowing. And at the end of the day, he looked at me and he said, I guess it'll make the difference between having to borrow money to bury my loved ones or to be able to leave something behind for someone else. And so I
Mhm.
thought that was pretty powerful. And helping people understand ho- the real difference money can make in their life,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
really transitioning families to being very successful
Mhm.
is just a joy to be a part
Mhm.
of.
Yeah. I think our financial champions are able to do that every day with
Mhm.
members and their different life stages that they're in, be able to help them, like you said, purchase their first house or,
Mhm.
buy their first car, get set up their kids for college or whatever the case is. So
Absolutely.
Mhm.
that's great. It's another great year at Leaders. We've been involved serving our community and growing our members and our big technology upgrade we had. So, what would you like to say to our members and financial champions about our upgrade this past year?
Well, I'm really thankful to get it behind us,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Number one. But the technology upgrade has been a big endeavor, and I'm so thankful that our members were so patient with us
Mhm.
along the way. So important. It's important to them. It's important to us. Uh, and also, I'm really thankful for all the hard work that our team put in for this upgrade.
Mhm.
It's going to have a big impact. I think that it will create more convenience, more confidence, and really more control over our members' financial
Mhm.
lives. And so
Mhm.
it's been a journey, but we're glad it's behind us, and we're also looking forward to the many new things that it'll bring to the table as far as being able to provide richer financial services to our members.
What do you want to say to our members and our financial champions about, what's next for Leaders?
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you what, the thing that I'm most excited about is growth
Mhm.
and the opportunity to really grow our business. That means a lot. We have been extremely successful in growing our business over the past 35 years, honestly. And I think that with the technology upgrade that we just went through, it's going to give us so much power to be
Mhm.
able to provide more convenience and more relevance, and to be able to bring more modern financial solutions to the table. But
Mhm.
when I think about what I'm really proud of as far as where we are today and this whole leaders journey that I've been on
Mhm.
throughout my career, I think that I've loved the fact that we've all focused on
Mhm.
growing our membership, growing our impact on others. And
Mhm.
so for me, I'm proud of our people who've really helped us do that and accomplish that mission, honestly.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, because when you grow in numbers, you spread awareness, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just
If you're
boots
not
on the
growing,
ground.
yeah, if you're not
Mhm.
growing, you're not relevant, and
That's
that's
right.
just a fact.
So you mentioned growth. So can you tell us a little bit about the difference in the growth between now and back in 1990. I'm sorry.
1909 or something like that, right?
From 1990 till today, branches, employees. I mean, we have grown. We've grown a lot.
We
So tell us
have,
about that.
yeah, yeah. I started in 1990, and we
Mhm.
had one office over on Directors Row.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We had about 2,500 members, and
Wow.
had a great team. We had 8, 12 or so employees
Mhm.
total. And honestly, each and every person had such a vital role in helping us to grow this credit union and to really grow our influence in this community. But I'm really, really proud of the growth that we've experienced. We today have over 85,000 members.
Mhm.
We have branches in all over West Tennessee,
Mhm.
and we have products and services that I think are second to none in the marketplace.
Mhm.
And I think our technology stack has been something that has really been valued by our membership and used along the way.
Mhm.
I think sometimes too, the success that we have achieved, we can never ever rest. Right.
Mhm.
Part of the fun of coming to work every day is really understanding how do we truly have an impact on really that member of tomorrow. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's going to be a different world tomorrow, and so when we wake up each day, we're looking at how can we be more relevant today, but how can we also make sure that the impact that we have on those that are coming alongside us and folks who are growing up financially
Mhm.
have a great place to bank.
Mhm.
Talked a little bit about impact, and we just wrapped up our Leaders with Love project that we do
Mhm.
every holiday season. And tell our listeners more about why it's so important for us to give back to the community.
Yeah, this annual event that we've been a part of for many years
Mhm.
has had such a tremendous impact on each and every community that we serve. I think that it does represent the heart of leaders,
Mhm.
but I think more than that, it's not really about something that we do. It's
Mhm.
really about something about who we are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's not about the doing. It's really about the hearts of the financial champions that we have in every location that we serve. I have been just so impressed with the projects that we've been a part of. And really, these ideas kind of bubble up from our own team
Yeah.
members, right?
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
And in their own communities. And when you think of the impact they've had on nonprofits or a church or maybe a school or just an individual who's really experiencing life and
Mhm.
life has been a challenge recently,
Mhm.
and being able to help that individual up or that family up is always just a joy to be a part of.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I just love this experience. I love this time of
Mhm.
year, so it's always good to be able to really almost receive that blessing back, right? By being a
Mhm.
part of giving forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's definitely one of the perks of being an employee at Leaders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, as we wrap up 2025 and look into next year, what are you most looking forward to in 2026?
Oh, I am super excited about the growth we're going to experience, and really about the digital first initiatives that we're going to put forward as far
Mhm.
as technology and convenience. I think that everybody has a lot of life to live during those 24 hours that we're given every single day.
Mhm.
And most people really don't want to go to the bank. They don't want to go to the credit union. They don't want to stand in line. They don't,
Mhm.
they want convenience and they also want to make sure that their time is valued. I love the fact that we're going to be able to give back to our members more time for their families, right?
Mhm.
And to be a part of things that really matter. And providing first class digital services is really going to be top on the list. I'm excited about the impact that's going to make and really the convenience it's going to provide so many of our members today.
Mhm.
I think it's good that we've mentioned it before on other episodes. We try to meet our members where they are,
Mhm.
that's in a digital format or if that's in person or, whatever the case is, we want to have a solution for them wherever they come,
Mhm.
however they come to us. So
Yeah, and
it's important.
with that thought, Shay, I think the other important thing to consider is that while we do kind of live in a digital age, right? Everybody likes to know someone,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
They really do want a financial partner. They want somebody that they can call. They want to know a person, right?
Right.
And be
Mhm.
able to pick up the phone or maybe to text someone
Hmm.
for that advice. And I think as long as we make sure that along the way that our digital journeys are personalized and that they have the heart and the brand of leaders behind it, and that they can use any channel they prefer, right?
Mhm.
And so many times, as you all know, most of our members use multiple channels. They
Mhm.
Yeah.
may start off in one channel and end up in another. To your
Hmm.
point, Shay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true.
Yes.
So you've shared some helpful tips with us already, but what is some of the best financial advice you've ever been given?
Mhm.
Wow, there's the age old advice of work hard, save a little,
Hmm.
and it'll grow. I think that's extremely important. Sometimes early in our careers, we fail to kind of put back anything,
Hmm.
but starting somewhere matters, and the earlier the better.
Right.
I also think when it comes to investing, I think sometimes people try to complicate it a little bit,
Mhm.
but invest in things that you know and that you understand. I think that's really important as well. So, there's been a lot of financial guys that have come along down the way and have given a lot of great advice, and really this age old wisdom regarding achieving financial independence and financial wealth.
Mhm.
Is something that good old tried true advice that has been out there, in the universe forever,
Hmm.
Mhm.
really is the solution there.
Hmm.
It really is great advice for everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's great. So you've done this a time or two, so you know my last question. But if you
Hmm.
were to find some extra change in your pocket, what would you spend it on?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Probably
Sounds
coffee.
good.
A cup of coffee.
Mhm.
I'm a
To
coffee
warm you up,
drinker.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many cups I drink a day, but we won't go there. But that would probably be the first thing. But honestly, I think it's really about. I probably would even just give it away. I think at the end of the day, it's really about uh, giving back to others and helping others along the way, and so throwing a little extra change to someone
Mhm.
who just to make their day would probably be what I'd like to do.
Mhm.
Mhm. It in return makes your day.
It does.
Mhm.
It fills your heart full. That's for
So can
sure.
I be behind you when you're in the Starbucks line?
Absolutely.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks, Todd, for joining us today. And we're excited about next year and all that it has to bring.
Well,
Mhm.
thank you very much.
Mhm.
Enjoyed it. Great conversation today.
Mhm.
Thank
We'll,
you, guys.
we'll see you next year.
All right. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for tuning in to the Pocket Change Podcast.
Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and check out our full episodes on YouTube,
The Pocket Change Podcast was brought to you by Leaders Credit Union.
where we power your passion and make lives better. Cha-ching!
Oh, I know what I was doing in 1990. I was playing the Oregon Trail. Dysentery. How do you say that? Dysentery. They have died from dysentery.
Microsoft releases Windows 3.0, and the United States enters the 1990s recession. Leaders is federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Learn more at leaderscu.com.